Welcome everybody, JohnnyJans here, and I am once again outside Universal Studios Orlando, and today is a big day because today marks the day 100 of this thing that I'm doing. That's right, we made it. 100 days of continuously coming to Universal Orlando. For what reason, I don't know, but to have fun. And like the banners up on the billboard behind me, it's America because it is Memorial Day weekend. It is the kickoff till summer, so I expect high crowds today, but that's not gonna stop me from going inside the parks, reliving this epic day, celebrating 100, and of course, doing some meandering around. And making my way once again across the bridge. Got the Universal Globe over there on this most excellent day, 100 days. And again, this is the start of Memorial Day weekend, so crowds are expected to be very high. But my goal as I come in today is to make it to the Jurassic Park Tribute Store, 30th anniversary tribute store that they have set up and finally opened. So I'm kind of excited and hoping that I get a chance to see it. Entering into the Universal gates today, and it looks like the building that was once behind those blue walls is completely demolished. That was the second entrance gate, and now it has been erased from existence. Back to the Future reference right there. So we can only go in either straight up the middle or on the side. I'm gonna go on the side because it looks like there's less traffic that way. And there we go, entering into Universal Studios once again. Some excited people behind me. Wow, check out what's been erected so fast is the Minion sign for Minion Land. And if you didn't know, looks like Production Central is gonna be fully minionized and turn into Minion Land. That is cool. There's a lot of crazy things going on with these Minions. You never quite know what to expect as we move closer and closer to the opening of VillainCon right here. It looks like maybe they minionized this store too. We'll go in and check it out. The VillainCon is not open yet, but I'm sure it will soon. And this whole area is about to be Minions. Looks like just like the outside of this store is Minions, because the inside is definitely still Betty Boop, and maybe will stay that way. So Betty Boop on the inside and Minions on the outside. I'm in the second half of the shop right now. It's turned into Hello Kitty, but even though you might be into Hello Kitty and you're still into Jurassic Park and you don't know what to get, bam! Hello Kitty Jurassic Park. Even they're getting it on the action. Walking down Hollywood Boulevard, here's something I haven't seen throughout the past 100 days that I've been here. The Bourne Spectacular, Stuntacular. I hear good things about it and I have yet to check it out in this 100 days. So I guess today is a good day to go see what Jason Bourne's up to. And the next show is at 11:15, which is only a few minutes away from now. So it's almost fitting to come in here and check out the Stuntacular. Almost like a sign, kind of like that sign, looking all awesome in blue. I'll still miss Terminator. This is where the Terminator stunt show once was, and that'll always hold a special place in my heart for Terminator. So we'll see if it's as good. But I hear good things. And it's really not that I didn't want to do this, it's just the timeline. Like trying to just walk by when a show was about to start. I really didn't want to wait too long to experience this. But this is great. Only a few minutes from now, I'm gonna have to wait and the show's gonna start as I make my way down this queue line of Bourne things. Now, I've never seen the Bourne movies. I know they're pretty good, so I hear. So this is gonna be a whole new experience for me. Look, there's a car. It looks like action is happening. All right, just got out of the Bourne Stuntacular. Let me say, that was an amazing stunt show. My expectations were low. I've never seen the Bourne movies. I didn't know anything about the stunt show, and I was already partial to Terminator that once was there. But this was incredible. The use of the special effects, the screen technology, as well as the stunts just came together in just perfection. Actually watching it, after seeing that I feel like that's where Fast and the Furious needs to go. They need to do a show just like Bourne, but with Fast and the Furious, with the same technology, and it would be epic because you ride supercharged the Fast and the Furious ride, and it's nowhere near as good as what it could be. But now I have hope that if they ever want to use that technology for Fast and the Furious, we might get a good attraction. But Bourne by itself, epic stunt show. Don't miss it. I'm not going to spoil it, but you definitely want to check it out. Never really want to wait for it. I'm not very big on waiting for shows, so I think that's what it was. But I think it just, like, the stars aligned that there was only 15 minutes to showtime, and we walked right in, and then it was time to start. So, and I had no idea what to expect, but I just loved it. That was a really fun time. Even if my expectations were low, I was very satisfied. And I think it's definitely making time in your day to go see that if you can here at Universal. Put that on the list. Dun da 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 da. And look, there it is. The Jurassic Park 30th anniversary tribute store. And yes, it's open. I can't wait to go inside and let my boyhood nostalgic run free. Let's do it. Featuring the making of Jurassic Park. We're gonna see all the little fun things that went into the making of my most favorite movie. And oh my gosh, look what is out in front. It's a Triceratops. It's always been my favorite since I was a kid, but now I'm seeing it right in front of me. This is amazing. Look, I'm recreating the shot from the first movie as the camera pans around, and we have the dilated Triceratops. It's okay. It's been tranquilized. You can approach it. Wow. And this was the first dinosaur that they encountered in the movie, and this really set the tone for the movie. When they pulled off this, and it was just like this, it was a robot, lifelike animatronic, and they pulled this shot off, they knew they would have a hit. It was all based on this Triceratops, which made the movie a success and gave them the courage to go on to the stuff with the Tyrannosaurus. I am so excited for this. Again, I am a super fan when it comes to Jurassic Park. My favorite movie. Check out this pre-production offices, Los Angeles, August 1991. That's when it was in production. Takes me back. All right, we have first some of the mock-ets that they actually started constructing before making the movie to get the scope and the frame. And as you can see, they built the wooden T-Rex body. This was all to like frame the shots of the movie. That head over there, that's one of the props they use for the CGI shots. Some guy would walk around with that head on the stick, and he would show where the T-Rex was gonna be. Especially in the last scene of the movie, they use that to block the shot where the T-Rex like comes out of nowhere and grabs the raptors. So that's pretty cool there. That makes me excited. Let's see what else I'm gonna find in here. Oh, I'm super excited. I like these Jurassic Park pillows going on. They got some propaganda on the TV here. There's the early animatics. So this stop motion animation that you see on the TV right there, this is what Jurassic Park was gonna look like until they figured out what computers could actually do. So that's good. Jurassic Park would have looked like that, just stop motion. And there's the sets back there where they actually built the scene of the Tyrannosaurus attack right there. So what they ended up doing was they used these clay stop motion figures to block out the shots for the animators so they know what to do in computers. So they were actually able to use stop motion, just not in the film, just in a way they didn't like really expect to use. So that's cool. There's a velociraptor right there. So if you couldn't tell, I'm very passionate about this movie, so I'm probably gonna take a lot of time like explaining different things that I see right now, because I am that excited to be in the world that is Jurassic Park and celebrate the 30th anniversary and my day 100. So this is a fitting day 100 for me. What a great day. Right here we got a herd of Jurassic Park merchandise, but check out what's going on above. We got Sexy Goldblum right there, including this Jeff Goldblum action figure holding the flare. The famous scene at the end of the movie. This wasn't even supposed to be the original ending, but they just loved the T-Rex so much that they thought, well, the T-Rex is the star of the movie, so we have to bring him back. So they brought him back for this iconic scene. That's why in the movie you don't even know where the T-Rex really came from. He's just kind of there, and that kind of happens. But So glad they did. Look, we got different drawings and models of the Jeeps. When I was a kid, I wanted the Jurassic Park Jeep. I wanted that to be my first car. And like there they are all lined up on the production central, the production lot at Universal Studios. And you could actually go to Hawaii where they filmed this and take the Jurassic Park tour. The kids were a little small, so when we went to Aulani, we weren't able to do it. Maybe next time if I go to Aulani again. Here's more drawings and conceptual art of the T-Rex attack on the tour sheet. I mean, just look at that. Isn't that beautiful? That's a beautiful car right there. More dinosaur merch. There's so much dinosaur merch to be had. I love the Jeeps. My favorite Jeeps right there. The 30th anniversary t-shirt. I'm not gonna lie, I kind of want one. I think I should get, oh, check out these lanyards. Maybe I should get a new lanyard. Oh, the classic jungle truck right there of the tour mobiles. That's cool. They have pins. 30th anniversary mystery pins. Coffee cups, you know I love them. Look at this sign. Maybe I should just get this sign. That's awesome. I'll just put it in my garage. That's where that will go. More conceptual arts of the T-Rex. They have TVs set up with models and the creation of Jurassic Park. If you've never watched the making of Jurassic Park, I highly, highly suggest it. It's so interesting how this movie came to be. And again, if it wasn't for this movie, there wouldn't be all these major blockbusters with computer animation. I mean, this is the first movie that took computer animation to a whole nother level. This is why we have the Avengers. This is why we have all other kinds of movies, Marvel, even Star Wars, all the prequels. Everything changed because of Jurassic Park right here. Here's some shots of the visitor center, looking all awesome. Check out what's going on in this box here. We got license plates, but we got the night vision goggles that I wish I had right next to the 10,000 volts sign right there. Always want a pair of that headset goggles since I saw the movies. Just wanted to look at stuff, and I thought that was the coolest night vision goggles I have ever seen. Even to this day, those are still the most iconic, awesome night vision goggles ever. Look at that Jurassic Park rain jacket right there. There's the flashlight Muldoon used when he was looking for Alan Grant after the T-Rex attack. There's one of the guns when he's like, shoot her, shoot her. Actually, no, that's when he was hunting the raptor and he was like, clever girl. It's the whole Muldoon. There's the kit right there with the flares, the emergency light. This was in back of the Jeep, in the tour Jeep right there. That's so cool. Over here we got more merchandise lining the walls for Jurassic Park. Got some awesome helmets you can get if you're working down in the amber mines. So cool. Look at this, you got the radios when they direct Ellie to turn the power back on. She grabbed one of those radios. There's one of the Jurassic plates that they ate their lunch on before they set out into the park. Chilean sea bass, I believe. Spared no expense. There's one of the original park maps right there. Dinosaur detectives. That probably has tons of information they could have used in the park to look at dinosaurs. There's Jack Horner's book, which Jurassic Park was inspired a lot of the research from Jack Horner, a real life paleontologist right there. Alan Grant's hat. There's the shaving cream, the infamous can of shaving cream that they used to try to smuggle the embryos. You can see the whole set there where they put the embryos in, and they misspelled a lot of the dinosaurs on that scene, like Stegosaurus and Tyrannosaurus, but it was all for effect, so there you go. Here's the manual override shutdown that Nedry pulled to pull the fence before he set out into the park. He made sure that he pulled that switch before he could go into the park right there, that it was safe. Even though the power was still on, it hasn't shut down yet. What fun things in this cabinet. Unpick with the Velociraptor from the kitchen scene in Jurassic Park right there. That is cool. That could be a thumbnail. How cool is that? I feel like I'm being hunted through the kitchen by the Velociraptor. I'm living out my childhood fantasy right now. Every time I walk into a kitchen, this is what I imagine. The Velociraptor as it jumps on top of the counter looking for Lex and Tim right here. You can see more kitchen supplies as they try to hide. This is where the raptor saw Lex's reflection and then charged it. Classic scene. All right, right now we are entering the T-Rex attack at the T-Rex paddock right now. And you can see the lightning, that a storm is brewing. You see the rain in the distance, and there she is, Rexy, right there, just stalking. And what is she stalking? People sitting on the toilet. That's what, the most iconic scene. Because you know, when you gotta go, you gotta go. Oh, check it out, there's a sign for the East Dock. I love that. And maybe this is actually film accurate. Maybe the East Dock was pointed to the left. I was never really sure about that because he hit the sign before it showed where the East Dock is, because the East Dock's like pointing west. So I don't know. So maybe that's the most accurate way that the East Dock points to. But love that sign. Definitely made one in Animal Crossing on my island for the East Dock. And there it is. There she is, the Dilophosaurus. One of my favorite dinosaurs in the first movie. So glad that they finally brought it back in Dominion just for a second, but love that dinosaur. They used a combination of rattlesnake and other noises and dolphin noises to make the noises for the Dilophosaurus right there. And we don't know if Dilophosaurus ever looked like this. Actually, they were much bigger. They weren't small like that, but that is an iconic monster design right there. And check it out. We're gonna get our seat on the toilet, because when you gotta go, you gotta go. So let's do it. I'm gonna sit right here on the toilet. And then there we go. Let's get T-Rex. There he is. There she is, Rexy. Ah! Remember when he sat there and he's looking all scared and he just looks up, and then it was over. Tyrannosaurus ate our lawyer. Well, I guess that proves they're really not all that bad, right? Weird Al reference. Just getting one more look at Rexy here. The detail of the T-Rex head. That looks like almost movie accurate right there. And the animatronic, they really built an animatronic for the making of Jurassic Park, but what happened was they got it wet and it would actually shake. The mold of the robot would shake, and they'd have to stop production and they'd have to pat it down and dry it off because it would always get the shakes. That is amazing. Again, childhood fantasies happening right now, folks. Walking on the set of Jurassic Park. All right, we're entering the next room right now, and we got more merchandise over here, as we should. I want merchandise. I want the 30th anniversary Jurassic Park shirts. I want, ooh, the visor. I love visors. Oh, you should get a visor. I should get a sign to hang on my garage, or a license plate for my car, or just drink out of some stuff. I don't know. I want it all. A lot of this stuff is always usually available, except for the 30th anniversary merchandise. Ooh, here's the wax press thing that you can make a raptor claw, just like Alan Grant had in the movie, that he used to traumatize children. Alan Grant was great with kids. Here it is, the iconic scene where Ellie flips on the power, and then boom, surprise, Velociraptor. He looks like this. Ah! Wow, I felt like her right there. That was awesome. Just turn on the power, and that just happens. Hey, hold on, now look behind me a second. Okay, here's the complete outfit, folks. Check out that sign, that looks awesome. But check out this Jurassic Park jacket. You can wear the Jungle Safari Visitor Jeep right on your jacket, but it's too hot to wear in Florida right there, so I can't get that. But I can get the number 93, which is the number of the car, t-shirt. I want that. I think that is awesome. And look, what do they have in there? King Kong? Nope. Well, over at Islands of Adventure they do. But here's the Jurassic Park gate. And I look at it every time I go to Islands of Adventure. And you all know I love that gate. Here's more merchandise. This is the playset I pretty much wanted when I was a kid. This is the Jurassic Park compound right there. I mean, it's scaled a little better, but this is pretty much what it was. It was the tower, and you get the fences, and you come over here, and you can see the inside. This is I had that action figure, guys. That's Multoon. That's the exact one I had. My dog ate it, but I still played with it after he chewed it up. That's Robert Multoon right there, and I had the exact action figure. This is the playset I wanted. I had that Brachiosaurus that came with Tim, right there in the cage. I had him. And let's see, I had the car that was complete with the frontal damage right there. I had that car. Loved it. Played with it all the time. I had the T-Rex. My T-Rex had dino damage, so it was darker skin than that. It was more movie accurate than that was. But this is the compound. Take notes, Dad. This is what I always wanted and I never got. For some reason, Christmas came and we couldn't make room for the Jurassic compound in my living room. But at least I can look at it now. At least I had the car and the dino. I had everything except for the fence. I had to create my own compound with books and imagination. But it's still pretty cool to see though, I love it. Okay, up there we have the original Jurassic Park action figures, most of which I had right there. This isn't all, but this is a lot of Jurassic Park merch. I had that magazine, Dino Times. Oh my gosh, I must have read that so much, this Dino Times magazine, and it has a giant pullout of the map of Jurassic Park, and I had it up on my wall. And I would post that and I'd read all about dinosaurs. I had this book, the opening June 11th book. Had that. I had, yes, I went to McDonald's and I got some of the cups. I didn't get all the cups, but I did get that. You don't understand how much I was obsessed with this movie. Like, I really loved it. It changed my life. Wow. Look at all this stuff. There's the original movie. I had that, of course, the day it came out. I ran to the Acme and bought that. And then there is the game I never had. That's really cool though. So there's some, I had Pogs. We called it Pogs. They call it Sky Caps, but we called it Pogs. If you know, you know. So cool. There's still a lot of merch I didn't have, but I did have some of this merchandise and it's definitely bringing me back right now. Here's the second car I had. This is the Jeep. And it has the rocket launcher on top. I had the character that drives it. He doesn't come with the Jeep at all. Back then you had to buy everything separately. But I think Tim might have came with this because the side pulls out. You can pull the side seat out and it has a snare that attaches to it so you can snare a dinosaur. It was really fun. Really wish I had these action figures. It's like a rope that connects it to the side so you can catch the dinosaur. Okay, the games. I didn't have the Super Nintendo version. I had the Sega Genesis version of the game. That's not here. I like those shoes. My feet were way too big at the time to fit in those shoes, but they are very cool. Wow. Just so much Jurassic merch though. Well, there we go, folks. I was geeking out pretty hard here in the Jurassic Park Tribute Store because, as you can see, I'm very passionate about it. And if it wasn't for this movie, I would have never picked up a camera and talked to you the way I do, because that's how much Jurassic Park changed my life, the art of filmmaking, and wanting to do that. So, have to thank Jurassic Park for even coming here and meandering around with you folks. But this was fun. This was a good tribute store, Universal. And then one more time, we have the East Dock, but now it says exit only, and there's no direction except for the stop sign because you can't enter there. Very cool, very fun. One of the reasons I always say, look, there it is, because that is directly from Jurassic Park when John Hammond sees the island as it's coming into view off the helicopter, and he's like, look, there it is. And then also at the end of my videos, every time I say, well, there it is, that's also a reference to Jurassic Park when Ian Malcolm gives his whole explanation and he's like, about life finding a way, and they kind of look at him dazed and confused and he says, well, there it is. So that's also my little tribute that I always like to say to my favorite movie, Jurassic Park. Now, after I have seen the Born Stuntacular and I lived out all my childhood fantasies of all things Jurassic Park, I'm feeling a little hungry, and it is Memorial Day weekend, so I feel like it's just fitting to go to Mel's Diner, because what's more American than a diner? All right, let's check out the situation here for this American food, this Memorial Day weekend, and I'm starting things off with some chili cheese fry and an apple pie. And there is nothing more American than apple pie and chili cheese fries. Vanilla ice cream. So ice cream, cheese fries, apple pie. Heck yeah. Mmm. Yum. Okay, I now know what the ice cream was for. It wasn't just in its cup by itself. You put it on the apple pie so you can have apple pie and ice cream. Yeah. Well, there it is, folks. The end of my 100th day of this thing that I'm doing. And what an epic 100th day it was. I got to see the Jurassic Park Tribute Store which is my favorite movie of all time. So getting to see all things from the first Jurassic Park movie was just a great experience for me, and I feel like a fitting end. Plus, I got to see the Bourne Stuntacular for the first time, and that was an epic show. Was really surprised. Can't believe I waited 100 days to even see that. So hopefully you don't do the same, and I recommend you check out that show. And then it's Memorial Day weekend, so ate over at Mel's and got some good old American eats. So I say that was a pretty good day for my 100th day. Oh my gosh, it's been 100 days of doing this, and it has been a fun journey all the way. Can't believe that I came here, Islands of Adventure, Universal Studios, each day and try to show something new, and it can be done. There's still stuff I know I haven't seen, but overall I think I did a pretty good job showcasing a lot of the attractions, got to eat at a lot of fun places, or just overall trying to get creative with sorts of content just to come up with. I mean, everything from the ground, the plants, and everything in between, to the trash cans, which was a good one. Learned some stuff, like the water locations here are awesome to get free water. That was very helpful. And overall just had a lot of fun making these videos and telling myself that I could commit to do this, because at first I thought it was kind of silly trying to come to a park over and over and over again each day. But here we are 100 days in, and I think this is a fitting place to stop because I had a good fun time. Summer's coming. I know we want to do more things, and this will give us the opportunity not to have the commitment to just like have to come to Universal and create content, because there's a lot of other stuff to film. But it was definitely quite the experience to look at a theme park each day in a totally new perspective than just coming here and riding the rides and doing the normal theme park stuff. And it was fun for the family too, to kind of come in and have a goal, be like, okay, we're gonna do this today, we're gonna look at this. So I really enjoyed making those packages. I like that I put it all on one playlist. You can just go back and watch all 100 days if you're crazy enough. I mean, if you want to get nuts, you can get nuts and do that. But overall, it's been a very fun experience for me, and something that I'm proud that I committed to doing, and gets me excited for my next journey as I make my way down the escalator here. And I love the moving walkways that Universal provides you. Will I do another theme park again? Probably not for consecutive, but I still will come back to Universal. I'm still an annual pass holder. Maybe I'll keep the Hump Day update going on to give you updates and other things, but I want to leave my calendar open to do other adventures and continue to go meandering around other places. But I truly thank you all for watching. Those of you who subscribe to my channel, love that. Feel free to keep it up. Keep clicking the like button, keep subscribing. Helps me grow, helps me get that motivation to want to go and meander around to more places and make more fun videos, of course. But thank you all for coming on this adventure that I call this thing that I'm doing. And as always, and forever, until next time, I'm JohnnyJans, and I'll catch you out there meandering around.